Anyway, is there a bowling alley? Kind of feel like bowling. What's this? Oh, wait. Man, that's, yeah, he's club manager there. I haven't played any mahjong. And there are two individuals in this park. Chitaba Park. Let's see what that's all about. Are there any sub-stories still ongoing? It doesn't look like it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I gotta be in the right. That was Kiryu's sub-stories. This is Majima's sub-stories. This consists toilet talk. It must be nuts replying to bathroom graffiti. Right, that's in the park. Yeah. Even dumber hoping for a reply. But you never know. Now I'm curious about that. I bet you that's it. But there are two. There are definitely two exclamation points. Huh. Anywho. Oh, I just saw it. I'm sorry. I just saw it. There. What was that? Saw it. Man with the stranger's face. This guy, yeah. Man in the park had his face changed over Yakuza trouble. Even his family can't recognize him. He's in the park as well. The poor guy. He could use a shoulder to cry on. So, yeah, I can go back to that. Apparently, I still need to deliver the batteries to this guy as well. I thought I had already done that, but I guess I didn't. I completed it yet. So I'll go talk to this guy first. Then I'll go to the park. So let's figure out where this guy is again. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Definitely by the club. Okay. That was a weird turn. I need to drink some more coffee while it's warm. I don't mind, this being a chill, easy-going stream. Because, all the stress, brought on by all the stuff that's going on. It's kind of easy-going, lighthearted. Nothing too serious, nothing serious at all. I don't mind it at all. So I'm going to go talk to this guy. He's over by the phone. What's up? So, got your batteries. Anuzuka, did you come back with the battery? Yeah, I sure did. But do I hand it over? Yeah, you hand it over. Yeah, I got your battery. Let's get this bag phone fired up. Thank you. You're about to witness the technology of the future. Why couldn't I get that out? The technology of the future come alive. All in your hand. What? You feel alright? Not getting the sense that you're up to this. I'm fine. Please don't mind me. Now is the time for you to experience tomorrow's technology today. What? Eh? What's wrong? It's my shoulder. It hurts from carrying the bag phone. The shoulder phone. Not the backpack, Tom. The shoulder phone. You dummy. That's what you get for slinging around that brick of a phone all the time. Well, I can't very well put state-of-the-art technology on the dirty ground, can I? Oh, my shoulder. It hurts. This guy did a real number on his shoulder because I could give him a massage, find something that might heal him up for a bit. Got to do that before I bug him about his phone, I guess. Wait a minute, what? You sit tight, I'll get you something to fix up your shoulder. Freaking kidding me? If I'm being honest, this is a real pain in the ass. It for real is. But now I'm too damn invested. And when you get better, I get to try it out for sure. Sound fair? That's a promise. I'll be happy to keep. Guess he could use a healing drink. Don't I have any? I have... Yeah, I have healing drinks. Okay. Yo, how's your shoulder? They're not good. Yeah, I have stuff. I got something that might help. Yeah, do I want to? Yeah. Hand it over. What? Health boost. You know, we gotta give more than that. Could give him that. Let's give him a stamina X. What? Oh, wow. My shoulder suddenly feels way better. Thank you. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Finally, you can experience making a call on this wonder of the world. Hey, what the hell is that? Wait, what? Check this crazy bag out. It's got a phone stuck to it. Wait just a moment. Who are you guys? And where are your manners? Let me take a look at that fancy bag. This isn't just a bag. It's a bag phone. This is why you knuckle-dragging gorillas can't have nice things. What'd you call us? Asshole. Shut your yuppie mouth. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh, you're screwed now. Eh? What's your damn problem? Huh? What? Who the fuck are you? This loser's buddy. I guess you could say that. You weren't thinking of waltzing up and taking a crack at that state-of-the-art technology without throwing a couple of punches, were you? You monkeys got no idea how delicate this shit is, and besides, I was first in line. What's this guy mouthing off about? Let's shut him up. Yeah, you're in for it now, Cyclops. Cool. Batter up. Oh, what? Oh. Damn it. I actually thought this guy was already down, that's why I stopped. Holy shit, this guy's a beast. Sorry to screw with you. Yeah, you better run, punk. Majima-san, thank you yet again. I don't know how I can ever thank you for all you've done. for me today. It's nothing, honestly. I hardly broke a sweat. Now, let's see that fancy bag phone. It's about damn time. He should call, what's her face? I already forgot her name. Damn. Wait, what?
What?
Not getting a dial tone. What? But I made sure it was charged. Maybe when that goofball knocked you on your ass, the thing got a circuit knocked loose or something. Huh? Maybe. Being at the cutting edge, it's delicately constructed. I can read. I really can. It is delicately constructed. No. Gee whiz. My beautiful bag phone. Well, I guess it just wasn't in the cards for me to use your phone. That's life for you. Da-da-da. No way. This is personal now. Majima-san, you heard me out when you heard me out when everyone else mocked me. You were even kind enough to buy me a battery and medicine. I can't let you walk away disappointed after everything you've done for me. Listen, man. Majima-san, please come to the M store in Shofukucho. Shofukucho. That's a little later. I can read. I promise you. You will finally get to make a call in a state-of-the-art experience. I really can't read. Got it. Looking forward to the day. I'll be waiting out front. Wow, it's turned into a saga, actually, of sorts. You know. Da-da-da. You got the Mana Sakura Type A card. What's back here? Is this another entrance into... No. Thought maybe it would have been like the back entrance or alley entrance into the club. Since I'm over here... Oh, hey! Hey, how you guys doing? You good? Great. I don't know why the special was. I'm still not really efficient and consistently good with the fighting yet. Can I not go in there? Wait. This camera? Oh, my bad. Camera not helping. For whatever reason, I cannot go in there. But that's all right. That's fine. Well, yeah, I remember saying, hey, is there a bowling alley? Might not be bowling over here, though. Karaoke, which, I'm not a big fan of. Enjoy erotic videos. I mean, I'm talking in the game. In real life, fine, But I just don't, I don't know. It's... I don't like the mechanic in this game for karaoke. And I happen to know with this guy, Majima, there's going to come a point where I'll have to do, I'll have to participate in some karaoke with him. I've played some, I've attempted some karaoke with Kiryu, and it didn't go well, as you can imagine. Wait a minute, is this the guy that I walked across the bridge, escorted across the bridge, protected him from some goons? Who is this? Which would say that would be helpful. If I've already like met a character, you know, when you scroll over the icon, it should tell you who that is. That'd be helpful because I don't know what's up with that. Eventually, I will make my way over to the apartment, but right now I'm not interested in doing that. I just want to go over here to the park, I guess. I guess there's a casino. No bowling though. Shot bar, darts, pool. Yeah, okay. Just go to the park, I guess. Let's go to the park. Untouchable. Oh shit, man. For some reason, I'm not getting the heat gauge prompt. I saw it flash up there once, but anyway, doesn't matter. This one. Go all the way down. No, okay, take a go left here. That actually is not a shortcut. I actually need to turn around like this way. And right. And right up here. You know what? I'm just going to avoid that guy. Oh. Hey, this is where the shrine is. Okay. How you doing, bud? Do I have any? How much CP do I have? CP. Gotta go fast. Level 1. Battle money magnets. Okay, this is not. I have 20 CP. Employ a new hostess at Club Sunshine. Must unlock Sotobori Cabaret Club Czar first. Oh, I see. Gather more money. Dash for longer. Okay. Card watcher. Get the card watcher accessory. Huh? Treasure Hunter boost. Better value for your money when giving agents extra funds. What? Better value for your money when giving agents extra funds. Not even sure what the hell they're talking about there. I guess, you know, I get it, but I can't get this, but repairs discount looks like something I'll need. Weapon repairs cost half the original price. In fact, where do I get that repaired? I have to see, where was that? It's what happens when you know, when I don't play a game for a couple of weeks. Forget half the shit I learned, you know. Dash for longer. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. That was me. Bit of a short in the switch. Accidentally hit it. Dash for longer. Yeah, the card gotta go fast. Level 2. Might as well get that, I guess. I don't know. What's going on over here?
Huh?
Get real, you leech. What's all this then? What's all this then? Screw your little sales tax. You want us to pay a tax every time we buy something? You bloodsuckers. You'll bleed the whole country dry. That's how sales tax works, though. I understand your anger is justified, but it's necessary. It's a necessary evil for the sake of the nation's people. Get stuffed. You gonna pay sales tax on that fancy suit that you're wearing, you damn bureaucrat? This tax is only made to keep the common people down. Yeah, you vulture. That younger guy is sure taking some heat for over some kind of tax issue. Guess it's my lucky day to run into the son of a bitch bureaucrat trying to split the sales tax on us, all alone in a back alley, no less. Here's the thing, man. Sales tax, it's been around for fucking ages. Apparently not in Japan in the 80s. I don't know. I don't like your tone, sir. I represent the voice of the general populace, and I'm here to tell you, we're fucking pissed. Yeah. Why don't we give you a little taste of public opinion? Then you'll know what oppression feels like. Really? With your fists? Please, calm down. Violence isn't the answer. Don't do this. Uh-oh. This pot's about to boil over. You're not getting away with this. Hey, guys. Let's calm down.
Huh?
Shut it, asshole. Hey, fellas, let's tone it down. You no sense ganging up on one guy. Have a little pride, eh? What? You don't know who this cockroach is, do you? It's the pencil-pushing dickwad that came up with the sales tax. He didn't come up with it. Come on. Sales tax? What? Don't you watch the news? It's a new tax they're going to start charging next year. Every time you buy something, they're going to charge you 3% more as tax. Isn't that ridiculous? What? That is some bullshit. And this guy's the douchebag? Now he's going to kick his ass. It's highway robbery. Eh? What? I about lost it there for a second, didn't I? Listen, guys, I totally understand why it would piss you off, but beating this guy to a pulp isn't going to make the sales tax go away, is it? Who gives a shit? The government needs to know what the people think of their shit policies in a way they'll understand. Direct and violent action. Yeah. Power to the people. If you ain't part of the solution, part of the problem. Yeah, buddy, you should say that to yourself. You want to stick up for this mosquito? Then we'll show you the power of the masses. So, what you're really after is blowing off steam. Sure. See how far that gets you with me. Oh boy. Prepare for the revolution, asshole. Hope you guys like bats to the head. He was still gonna come at me. Or come at Majima. Come at me, bruh. I'm sorry, I was out of line. Didn't get touched. That was pretty fucking sweet, though. 4 of them standing around Majima, and he's just like taking them all down with that bat. Going in a circle, going forwards and then behind him, and then fucking, you know, that's absolutely sweet. It won't happen again. Public outrage sure fizzles fast when there's a bat involved. Thank you for stepping in. Those people were out for blood. I'm Taiyo Matsuzaro. Taiyo, as in the sun. If I may, can I buy you a drink as thanks? That's a good name. I'm Majima. No need for any thanks, though. Oh, no, I absolutely insist. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you. You're some kind of political big shot. Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power. I mean, my reading right now is just so bad. Well, I don't have much in the way of rank or power, but I am in a position to help steer the country. I came to Sotobori for a conference on taxation policy, but I wasn't prepared to face the public about it. You're driving a tank called the government. Even if you're careful, people are gonna be pissed when you steamroll. But you're trying to make this country a better place to live, right? You gotta take some pride in that and face some of the heat, because people just aren't gonna, you know, go all sunshine and bells and whistles and want to throw you a fucking parade because you're making them pay more money, see? Do you think so? I knew people would be unhappy with the new tax, but only a logical level. But only on a logical level. When I saw how emotional they got about it, well, it was daunting. If they find out what the sales taxes, if they find out that the sales tax is only the tip of the iceberg, and that there are more taxes on the way, I hate to think about the people. How the people. I hate to think how the people will react. What? More taxes on top of the sales tax? Wait a minute. Right. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we're considering many more effective ways of generating revenue streams. In fact, at tomorrow's conference, I have to give a talk on some of those proposals. That's so. Well, I guess with everyone making such good money these days, you can't fault the government for wanting to get their hands in the pie. Yes, but as you've seen firsthand, we have to consider public opinion. I wonder if I can really come up with a tax policy that everyone could live with. Oh boy, he's going to ask Majima to help him come up with a tax? Good luck with that. Even if they're throwing cash into the fireplace, nobody wants the government to hold its hand, or hold out its hand. Good Lord. Yeah. Well, that's where I'm stuck. I haven't found the right balance, and I'm a little lost at the moment. Well, I can't say I understand a lick of what you're trying to do, but take care of the country for us, all right? Wait. Majima-san, can you help me just once more? You got another mob waiting to spring you up? No, not that. I want to get your views on taxation. What? I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. I'm drinking some coffee. Okay, I know less than nothing on the subject of taxes. That's why you're perfect. You see, I just had this idea. Perhaps someone who is completely ignorant of taxation can offer an entirely different perspective. You think? Please, Majima-san. It's no exaggeration. The fate of this country rests on your shoulders. Will you please give me advice on taxation policy? Really? Sure. Why not? Okay, depending on how this goes and what's in store, you know, or what's all what I have to do, you know, I don't know, man. This could go really bad. Everybody in Sotobori might fucking come after Majima. Okay, you win. Let's talk. Oh, wait, that's Majima. Okay, you win. Let's talk some taxes. Thank you. Your insight will be invaluable. But this is hardly the place for it. Can we go somewhere more appropriate? Sure. Lead the way. Now, you better keep in mind, I don't know the first thing about tax policy. Don't expect much from me. No, that's exactly right. That's exactly why I asked you. I know you'll have some unique insights, not bound by typical conventions. So, you're basically hoping to strike gold in a copper mine. Well, let's just make sure you're not completely in the dark with a basic question. Sure. Majima-san, do you know why the government collects taxes from the people? collect on our debts. See, the kiss ass. I mean, you know, one thing is to provide public services. But there are other reasons why taxes are collected. To keep the people down and to help pay off debts that the government has. You know? It's for providing public services, right? Oh, yeah. That's exactly right. I'm sorry for asking such a basic question. Just as you said, Majima-san. Taxes are collected mainly for providing public services. Education, medical care, the police, fire departments, and so much more are paid for by taxes. They pay for services that the people need to survive. Yeah, we gotta build roads and bridges and keep them in working order, right? Keep them in working order, right? But there's more to it than that. Exactly. They also serve other purposes as it pertains to general wealth, but we don't need to go into that much detail. Like I said, there's a whole lot I don't know. But aren't you interested in where your money goes? It's always good to know more about taxes. Yeah. I'm getting the proper schooling here. Okay, let's shift to the main theme. Majima-san, where the hell are we at anyway? Majima-san, if you were in the position of collecting taxes from the people, what would you tax? Well, certainly tobacco. Why not charge taxes on tobacco? Tobacco, you say? Interesting. Since the government's monopoly on tobacco products ended 3 years ago, there actually has been a small tax on tobacco products. Yeah, I smoke myself, so I don't really want to pay a tax on them, but I suppose they're non-essential. And if you're going to jack up taxes, it's the non-essential stuff that you start with. People might even be more likely to understand a tax on smokes. Right. I see. A tobacco tax. Yeah, a pack's around 200 yen now. People will bitch and moan, but I think they'd still fork over 300 yen. I see. Interesting. At the 400 yen mark, though, I think I'd have a long, hard think about each pack being worth it. Yeah, I think at that point I'd consider cutting back on my intake, too. And what about 500 yen a pack? I'd probably quit cold turkey. Quit at 500? But if we raised it incrementally... he started muttering all of a sudden. What else do you think would have potential for taxation? I think something that's closely tied to everyday living would have the best potential. Tax tied to everyday living, huh? Pretty shrewd. Tax air. Obviously, they're going for gasoline here. How about... I was tempted to pick air. Tax air. How about jacking up the tax on gasoline? Ah, a gasoline tax. Why not? People with cars are obviously living it up here. Why not skim a little more off the top? The price of gas is dependent on the cost of petroleum, so people have experienced price hikes before. It should be used to price creep, actually. There's also a provisional tariff on gas tax. Yes, there's certainly room to raise taxes without too much notice. Hey, wow, the murderer. You got feeling that one either? You're not feeling that one either? Oh, no, far from it. I think it's a fantastic idea. I will definitely follow up on it. Oh, good to hear. Majima-san, anything else? You have anything else to say on the matter of taxation? Taxation sucks? Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anything else about taxation? Oh, yeah, right. Well, I was thinking about that sales tax those goofballs were all riled up about. Huh? So, next year, we got to start paying 3% on top of everything we buy, right? Yep, that's how it works. Well, why stop at 3%? Sure, you can go in at that rate, but wouldn't you get more if you bumped it up? The fuck? That would be impossible. Majima-san, you saw what happened. Just the 3% tax caused so much outrage. People wanted to tear me apart. To charge more would probably end up in open revolt. No. Tao-chan, you ain't thinking. People are pissed because you sprang a new thing on them. And you had to turtle up. You got to think about the long game. The long game? Familiarity is a scary thing, familiarity is a scary thing, my friend. Sure, people are bitching and moaning about this shiny new tax, but once it becomes a regular part of life, they'll move on to the next thing to bitch and moan about. And that's when you start gradually turning the screws. Spoken like a true Yakuza. Technically ex-Yakuza, or expelled Yakuza member. Every time you hike it up a little, you'll get some more blubbering, but they won't be screaming bloody murder like the first time you introduced the tax. I don't know why. Because they'll be used to getting screwed. It's something they've already accepted gets a little worse. It's just the facts of life doing what they do. So if you want to pull in the cash, you got to have a plan to really amp up that sales tax. Majima-san, I'm getting goosebumps. And I think you're terrifying, actually. Are you even of this earth? You really want to know? No, not really. Then, if the sales tax were to be raised, how high do you think it should go? How high should it go? You're starting at 3%, right? Let me see here. 5. Maybe around 5%. I see, 5%. Yes, considering the burden it represents to the people, that sounds appropriate. But I get the feeling that would only be a temporary solution. That's so. I'm just thinking what I'd be comfortable with. Personally, I'd be pretty pissed if it went higher. Maybe if we went from the initial 3% up to 5%, waited a little longer, and hiked it up to the proposed 8%, then eventually we'd... Enough of the muttering under your breath. Kyle-chan. Great reading. Oh, sorry, I was lost in my thoughts. Majima-san, I'm so glad I took the time to speak with you. You're a wealth of ideas. Yeah? Glad I was useful. Useful doesn't begin to describe it. Please, take this. It's just a token of my thanks. You got some ash wood. Okay, I better get going. I need to get back to the hotel and prepare my presentation for the tax conference tomorrow. Attaboy. Do your country proud. Hi. You hear? Will do, Majima-san. I'll be sure to work in your advice. See you. Are they in a restaurant? Because that's all they did was just sit there. Didn't order any food. I mean, I'm surprised like the owner didn't come over, or the manager. Like, hey, can't be taking up space in here unless you order something. So get to it, chop chop. Anyway, woo, never figured I'd be in a position to give a guy in the business of running our country advice. Man, Elchan seemed to get a handle on how to go about jacking up taxes too. Good for him. Wait, jacking up taxes? Yeah, for real. Did I just... The taxes go up? Is it my fault? Yes. A taxing issue. Where the hell are we? Anyway, what is this? We're across the street from where I need to be. And apparently, we can order something to eat in here. This way, please. Hello. What would you like today? Let's see. Cheeseburger. No. Sashimi platter. This platter features carefully selected seafood that's in season. Enjoy the fresh flavors of the sea's seasonal riches. Okori kaseki. This kaseki, of course, was carefully designed by our head chef. What is it? I don't know. Hanari kaseki. This full kaiseki course comes with an endless array of dishes created by our head chef. 30,000? Shit, let's have that. Oh man, that is delicious. Wow, well worth 30,000. Was the food to your liking? Yeah, definitely. Thanks. By the way, did someone recommend our restaurant to you? Sort of. I was just passing by and thought I'd try it. Now that's a surprise. Huh? What's so strange about that? It's just that we don't often get young customers like you, sir. The young generation is all about the quick food craze, no? And that's why, at least that's what they say on TV. You mean, fast food, I indulge sometimes. Didn't know it was a big fad, though. Young people always want to try new things, and this fast food is so trendy nowadays. It's all the rage. My son and all his college friends only eat at fast food places, not proper restaurants like this one. But you didn't come here to listen to an old man complain. Really? You don't look that old. I won't bore you with that anymore. Do you mind if I ask your name? I'm Majima. Well, Majima-san, I hope you come back to visit us again. This could be the beginning of a friendship with Command Chef. Does he not have a name? Interacting with him will gradually fill the friendship gauge. You can check the status of this gauge at any time in the pause menu's completion list and so on and so forth. Yeah, does he not have a name? Just the Korean chef. We hope you will dine with us again, sir. Well, okay. I was going to go to the park, wasn't I? That's where I was headed. And I got sidetracked way off course. So I'm going to attempt one more time to make it all the way to the park. Okay? All right. Good. That's right. I should save again because if something bad happens. Do I have anything to store now? I do have an extra battery I'll store for the time being. Could sell that, but I'll hold on to it for now. Good? Alright, good. Now, go ahead, save the game here. Okay? Alright, good. Yeah. So, what? No. Okay. What's next? 6. Okay. And down here. Probably getting a fight here. Up. Almost at the park. Look at these people. I bet you this is going to be something right here. It's got to be. Please let my daughter go. Please let my daughter go. Oh, that was... Ah, that's in the park. Wait. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, hi. Okay, yeah, no problem. Alright. Untouchable again. Okay, what the hell, man? Why are we going through this again? With the No. That's not what I was wondering. Let's check it out. Okay, yeah, let's do it. This is another sub-story, whatever. Like two here in the park. I offered to chat with the lonely lady who's been writing graffiti on the toilet wall. I'm sorry, I don't know why my S's are popping like they are. Hey, there's some new writing under my reply, and it's the same handwriting. What do you like? Could be a guy, though. You know, he assumes it's a female. How do you know? You don't know. She wrote back. Guess you can't ignore the networking potential of public toilets. Networking potential? So what do I write in reply? I wear a suit at work. I'm a sex-crazed perv. I wear a suit. There. Just telling it like it is. That ought to do. It's weird, man. This is weird. I'll drop my... I can't think of any video game where I've actually, like, interacted with graffiti in a public toilet, you know? I mean, you know, actually, well, actually, now that I think about it, there have been games where there was graffiti and you painted graffiti and you got in fights over graffiti, but I'm saying I don't think I've actually, like, had a character, like, get involved and sort of interact with somebody they, you know, haven't seen yet. and start establishing some sort of groundwork or whatever, some sort of foundation for a fucking relationship of any kind, you know, in a public bathroom. Anyway, or public restroom. I'll drop by to see if she says anything back to me later. And he keeps assuming it's a female. Again, I just want to know how would he even, how would he even be certain it's male or female, right? Isn't that the kid? Wait, what happened, this is the guy, a man named Akatani. Hello, Majima-san. Spying on your family from afar like usual, I see. Don't seem to see your wife anywhere, though. Yeah, I think she's at her part-time job. Okay. So the kid's there by himself. The little boy, what's his name? It's Yusuke. Little Yusuke-kun looks bored being by himself. He's just staring off at nothing. Akatani, why don't you go play with Yusuke-kun? Hey, but who cares about your face? It shouldn't matter if you play with him as a total stranger. Actually, that would matter. It does matter. This is, you know, people are very protective, or should be, very protective of their small children, because you never know. Anyway, that might be true, but when you hear her, you can tell that Majima is out of his element. Doesn't have kids. Doesn't know. He doesn't understand. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, man. I'll go with you. Let's go. Majima-san, wait. What's this kid staring at? Hi, mister. What's up? Damn it. I ran up to this kid, but now what? What do I say to him? Want some candy? What you up to? Hey, what you up to? I was watching these ants. Watching ants, huh? Is that fun? Not really. Oh, what the heck? Say, what's your name? It's Yusuke. Yusuke-kun. Do you play at this park a lot? Yup. With my mom if she's not working. And by myself if mom has to work. She just, this boy is just left all by himself with no care provider or caretaker, whatever I'm trying to say. When my dad was here, he used to play with me, but he's gone now. Suki-kun, do you miss your dad? Sure, I miss him. But if I say that, my mom gets sad and lonely too. So I don't say I'm sad anymore. Wow, you're a strong boy, Yusuke-kun. Yusuke-kun. Would it be okay if his old guys joined you so we can watch these ants together? The frick? Sure, let's do that. Thank you. He's this kid's father, all right. Knows how to deal with this kid. I have to go home now. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya. Thank you, Majima-san. You made it possible for me to spend time with my son. I was thinking maybe I forced it a little too much. You might be right. But thanks to you, I got to be with my son. I couldn't be any happier. I have to be going too. Akatani's got work to do. See you, Majima-san. So this seems like a story that's going to carry on for some time now, you know. Akatani sure seemed happy. Makes sense, finally getting to talk to his son again. What's going on over here? Mysterious men, huh? Hey, you got some business with him? See, he goes into his Kirk when, you know, he's talking to some ruffians or whatever. What the hell? What's with them? So, what? Wait. Where'd they go? Look at this guy. And where's that female's voice coming from? Is that like in the apartment or something? Oh, I see. It's the radio. Never mind. He's got a little boom box there. So you know what? This has been kind of cool, man. Really has. I met Segura over here. Segura is Majima's former Yakuza boss. He's, I think it's the patriarch of the Segura family. And, anyway, Majima ultimately needs to buy his way back in, right? Gain readmission back into the family. But the other, the option he has is to take a hit, or make a hit, actually, make a hit on somebody. And that's, okay, now it's coming back to me. Yeah, Makoto Nakamura is who we have to hit. And something tells me that's going to be very involved with maybe a twist or two. You know, we never know how these things turn out. But here's the thing. I'm really not into get back into the story right now. And I'm not into long play either. I'm hungry. I'm getting hungry. So I think what I'm going to do is find a phone. And there's one over here. Here. There it is. And I'm going to save. And, get on out of here. Keep this lighthearted and not too serious. No rage in this one. It was always nice. You know. So 4 is I'm going to save. 4, 5, and 6. I just have to remember. Those are the three files I'm using for this particular playthrough / walkthrough. And yeah. But you know, I have to say that you know, I'm enjoying the game. I mean, it's quite different than a lot of the games I played. You know, it's a nice, refreshing change. It really is. A lot of humor in this game. A lot of parody, tongue-in-cheek stuff, and but then there are some serious elements too. You know, like with some of the story elements and you know the background and some of the fighting. But then there are humorous elements to the fighting as well. So a lot of tongue-in-cheek stuff going on. But no, I do appreciate this. You know what else I've been playing offline because I don't have any ability to stream off my PlayStation Slim. I wish my laptop really is crappy, you know. The graphics processor is so dated and old and weak that I just can't. I can't do it. You know, I can't stream. Even old games. You know, maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something I could find like some emulated versions or whatever. But I don't want to do that. You know, necessarily. Or maybe some legit ways of playing, you know, Blasto, which is what I've been playing, if I hadn't said that already. You know what, Blasto is one of my all-time favorite games, and the main reason it is one of my all-time favorite games is because the guy who voices Blasto is the late, very funny, fantastic Phil Hartman, and I sure do miss Phil. You know, as a matter of fact, this game, his voice project for this game was one of the last things he did. He was in the middle of season 2 for talk radio, and you know his character on that show was freaking hilarious, and so he completed 1.5 seasons on that series, and plus he had this going, and he had some movies too around that same time. Small Soldiers came out, you know. I think that came out in '96, was it? Or it might have been. Also, might have been '98 as well. Let me look at that. Small Soldiers. But as I'm looking that up, you know, he was taken so soon. You know, he's murdered by his wife. And it's just one of those things that, you know, just it seems so surreal. Like, wow, is this? I mean, are you kidding me? It was just so shocking to hear about. Small Soldiers. Yeah, so it came out in '98. It did come out in '98. So he had that going as well. A lot. You know, it was his professional life was looking up. You know, his career was really taking off. Saturday Night Live as well, of course. You know, he had been doing that for years. prior to his death. And a lot of funny characters like the the unfrozen caveman lawyer. One of my favorite all-time characters, you know, of Phil Hartman's. Unfrozen caveman lawyer. If it, just Google that and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is freaking hilarious. But yeah, so Blasto is also, I mean, it's a game that got mixed reviews for the most part, like the professional viewers at Electronic Gaming Monthly and other sites or magazines, because back then it weren't. The online, you know, magazines and you know, review sites. There were some, but back then, you know, you would actually have to get magazines off the shelf, and you know, something you actually physically held in your hand and read. And right, Electronic Gaming Monthly was one of those magazines I read quite a bit, and and you know, other reviewers as well, and generally speaking, people said, "Hey, Phil Hartman was great and funny," and they liked a lot of the ideas and some of the weapons and so on and so forth. Good variety of weapons, but you know, after the spaceport and all that. They didn't like the level design, and there were so many. It's a glitchy game, you know. There's the mechanics are really rough sometimes, and there's a lot of platforming. The platforming is not fleshed out, you know, as well as it could have been. It looked rushed, and it felt rushed in a lot of places, and I have to agree with that. You know, I get that, and I understand the criticism. It was like, you know, what happens with a lot of games, you know, it starts out promising, but then the deadline approaches, and instead of extending the deadline or whatever, you know, you got to have the product out, get it on the store shelves. PlayStation in '98 was still relatively new on the market, you know, and so making sure, you know, they had content, you know, that would hopefully appeal to and attract, you know, consumers and so on and so forth. And Phil Hartman was well known and well loved and well appreciated, you know. For his you know, he was very talented, you know, and he was just hilarious, man. He just had a natural sort of delivery, and so yeah, so Blasto, with all its difficulty, I have to tell you, it is definitely one of the most difficult games I've ever played. You do a lot of dying in that game. You know, you die from really stupid shit, you know. It's you get caught out by such goofy things that are happening that seem to be out of your control. Some of the time, sometimes you'll die in a very inconvenient spot, and you keep being spawned in that same inconvenient spot, which means instant death, you know. The checkpoints, right? The respawns. Very weird. I mean, you have save stations. You're fine if you can get to one of those and you save, and that's where you're spawning back in from. And I have to say that most of the time, like the reset areas, you know, let's call them, you know, where they're temporary checkpoints. If you die, you respawn to basically to the last platform, solid platform you were just on, right, before you died. But there are areas where you're actually flying with the use of a jetpack, and you have to avoid turbine fans and walls and floors and ceilings that if you touch them, you will burn to a crisp. So, you know, that's sometimes you'll die in those areas and you'll respawn as you're flying, and before you've had a chance to double tap A to start hovering, you get swallowed up by the fan, killed by the fan, or you drop it to the floor. You know, stuff like that. It's really needless and frustrating that the devs would have left you in a predicament like that. You know, like most of the time, you always respawn at the last solid platform, right? But sometimes you don't. You know, it's just goofy and crazy, and some of the level design can be confusing. The map can be confusing. There are a lot of reasons that people, you know, didn't stick with the game because it can be very discouraging. You know, some of the puzzles, some of the platforming, a lot of the platforming, in fact, because you're given just enough. I mean, just like maybe a couple of inches, if that, of leeway to make a jump from point A to point B. If you miss it just by an inch or just ever so slightly, you fall to your doom, you know. But be that as it may, Blasto is definitely one of my favorite all-time games, and I played that game so much on my PlayStation back in the day, right? And I'm so happy. And for a while, I didn't have a PlayStation, for years, in fact. But I still had my copy of Blasto, and I still have the memory cards that I, you know, was storing files on from back in the day. So I find, you know, a couple of years ago, I picked up another PlayStation Slim, and I immediately started playing games like, you know, I still have Blasto, I still have Final Fantasy VII, although I also have the digital version of that for my Xbox One. That was released, when did that come out? Seems like it was January, February, which is really cool, you know, that it's available on the Xbox One. So I can stream that one because, you know, Xbox One, you have the Twitch app, and Xbox One, you can record as well. You know, you can, you know, they have the built-in, oh God, what the fuck is that? Software, built-in software they have to record with. They have Upload Studio to edit, but they also have what's the fucking, come on, man, I cannot believe my brain sometimes. It just let me game DVR. Why the fuck could I not think of that? Jesus. So it's not necessarily something I think of all the time, but you know, so yeah, Final Fantasy VII, I can actually record that. I can stream that as well. But unfortunately, Blasto for the time being, I won't be able to. It's too bad too, because I know where all the babes are. I mean, I would have so much fun just pointing everything out, but I would do some dying. I mean, you could be, you know, at least for me, you know, I've as I've been as I've been reminded recently, as I've gotten back into it and played it, you know, you can know the game. Although I had to really, like, man, first couple times through, you know, like, try to remember where everything is, and what was the pattern, which way did I go, blah blah blah. Trying to remember all this stuff on some of the worlds, some of the levels. Because they are confusing. Like the Spire Maze for one, and like on Uranus is how they pronounce it. Uranus. And there's some confusing freaking levels, man. There's so many ways to go because there's verticality, all that shit. I'm just kind of rambling right now. So I don't blame anyone for checking out, because I'm not gonna play any more Yakuza 0. I'm just blurbing. I'll keep this going a little bit, but I do have to take a. Anyway, keep this going for a little bit. I do have to take a small pause. Kind of get sidetracked on the chat there. So yeah, I'll be right back. Blasto, people. If you haven't played it, if you ever have a chance to, play it.